Football is a 20th century technological struggle.
And what I seen was this whole raft of people a-setting on these two banks and looking at one another across this pretty little green cow pasture.
Football has hitting, clipping, spearing, blocking, punting, late hitting, unnecessary roughness, and personal fouls.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Stanley County Monday Night Football. Charles Curcio, Stanley News and Press, here with Brian Carter, Carter Video Services, here tonight at a chilly, crisp April night, April Fool's night indeed, for all of us, thinking it does feel like football weather, though.
Yes,
late season football weather. It's actually perfect for that here as the North Stanley Comets will play host to the Northmore Mustangs. How are you, Brian?
Oh, I'm doing good, Charles. Glad to be here at R.N. Jeffrey Stadium on this crisp night.
And you see the North Stanley Comets are starting to line up right in front of us as they do their traditional crowd walkthrough. North Stanley comes into the game, of course, 4-0 in the season. They're 3-0 in conference play. They have actually played Northmore earlier this season in a non-conference game and won 24-15. They beat South Davidson 51-0. We saw them beat Albemarle 43-7. But the big win last week, 15-0 at North Rowan, puts the Comets in position to win tonight at least a share of the Rocky River, the Yadkin Valley Conference. I'll get my conferences right. The Yadkin Valley Conference regular season championship.
Wow, and they're looking pretty strong here this season.
Now, Northmore comes into the game 3-2 overall. They lost to North Rowan to start the season 36-0. And then, of course, we talked about the loss to North Stanley. But they have won their last 3 games in a row. They beat South Stanley 50-0, South Davidson 41-20, and a non-conference game with Spring Creek, they won 48-16. And that kind of puts us where we're at here tonight. So Northmore is 2-1 in the conference, and as we said, North Stanley is 3-0. And what it kind of sets up with North Stanley being the lone undefeated team in Yadkin Valley Conference play, a win tonight would at least get them a share of that regular season championship. And, of course, we will be back here next Friday night when North Stanley plays host to South Stanley for the final regular season game of the 2020 fall-spring season of football.
I know it's been an unusual season, Charles, but it's great to have football back. You know, it's great to have football back.
Well, and I, like I have said on many an occasion, if you think that you're happy to have have football back, think about those kids out there especially the seniors on the team, whose last season this is right now. There are a lot of implications with spring football, of course, Brian. We talk about injuries, and any injuries that you suffer in April, honestly, could still haunt you in August, because they're going to turn right around and play football in August of the same year.
Yeah, conditioning is a key.
Well, yeah, conditioning is the key, and avoiding those big injuries really is the key for both teams. And here come the Comets now walking through the crowd to the delight of the Comet crazies and parents and everyone else. And, of course, our numbers are up, as you can see, with the opening of a little more open at least, of the state facilities by Governor Roy Cooper. So now we have more people, and we've sort of seen the crowd sort of slowly growing over this season.
Definitely been seeing it every week. You know, the crowds are just getting bigger and bigger, and I love to see it.
Northmore has won the toss. They will defer to the. So they will get that means North Stanley will get the ball to start the game, and will move right to left across your television screens, tablets, telephone, phones, cell phones, iPhones, computers, whatever device you may be watching us on, we thank you so much for joining us here to watch Stanley County Monday Night Football.
Sometimes, Charles, I forget that it's not just Channel 21, which we're very appreciative to the college.
Very much so. We do thank the college, of course, for their continued support.
There's so much more venues here, on YouTube and everything. It's just incredible. We appreciate your viewage.
Here come the Northmore Mustangs onto the field. As we said, 3-2 overall, 2-1 in the conference. It was a very close game up here at North Stanley earlier in the season as a non-conference game. And this is something that you don't honestly see. Here come the Comets. You don't see, Brian, a team playing twice in the regular season in football unless we're talking playoffs.
Yeah, but the team seems like they're revved up and ready to rock and roll here.
Well, to the strains of Thunderstruck for sure. As we get ready to set to get this game underway, of course, Luke Shaver, the starting quarterback for the Comets. And he will be looking a lot tonight, I'm sure, for number 13, who we saw prominently against Albemarle with that, especially that amazing catch on the sideline, Mr. Cooper Hogan. So,
yeah, Hogan's,
yeah, he's a big part of this. He's a big part of this North Stanley offense, that's for sure.
Northmore won the toss and has elected to defer.
Number 10 looks to be kicking off. That's Miguel Lopez.
Let's see if we have a soccer-style kickoff here.
The sun is just right, and I can't really see.
It's hard, I know. It's
who's
driving
back.
my camera
I think Cam
crazy.
Smith is one of the deep backs. Northmore, North Stanley, conference title on the line. Let's roll. Going to be taken by one of the upbacks at the 27. And a nice return this time. Going to be
right
around the 50.
midfield.
I think that might have been Junior Hill. I couldn't really tell. Excuse me, I couldn't really tell from here. We're having to sort of look. The sun, we're not used to the sun being this high in the sky, in the sky actually, when we do these games. So it makes spotting a bit of a challenge, to say the very least. 1st and 10 now.
So excuse me, audience, if I adjust the iris here.
3 wide receivers. Clayton Shue is the man in motion. Straight up the middle is Christian Barber. Barber gets across the 50, down around the 46. He'll pick up about 6 yards or so to bring up 2nd and 4. So they'll actually mark it at the Northmore 45. So a 7-yard gain will bring up 2nd down and about 3. North Stanley, as we saw against Albemarle, of course, going no huddle. Getting the play from the sideline and then lining up. Working very quickly. Same formation this time with the trips left. And Shue will come in motion again. And now Shaver wants to throw, looking near side, incomplete. Looking for, I believe that was Macaulay Roach, number 15. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
You are correct, sir.
I like that. Just keep saying that. That's the right thing. You're going to, obviously, Brian, you're going to see a lot of mix of run and pass for North Stanley. They've got several backs that can really carry the mail, as the magnanimous Jamie Ward used to say.
Jamie Ward. I hope he's doing fine.
Saw him the other day, actually. 3rd and about 3.5. They'll give it to Barber, and he's going to get stopped this time. Nice play on the defense that time by Trevor Brady, the senior linebacker. And now probably a punting situation. He actually lost a yard.
He stopped him right in his tracks, Charles.
So 3 and out for North Stanley after a really good kickoff to start this. Justice Dorsett is the junior back for looking for this punt, coming from Josh Lucas, number 8. And now a late substitution, Nate Little coming off the field. I may have had 12 men out there.
Yeah, Lucky we didn't get a foul.
An illegal substitution foul for that. That's true. No, it's a fake. Snaps it right to Hogan. Hogan, he is going to be really close. Oh, I don't know if he made it. This is going to depend on the spot.
Close. I'll try to get in there as close as I can, Charles.
Oh, good, because it is. I think it's going to be short. It is short. It is short. And I will say, and forgive me for saying this, but I will say not the greatest spot in the history of the world. I think he might have actually gotten a little more than was given. No offense to the officials, of course, but
it
just looked like he got
up to the line.
Just didn't get a good spot here.
Let's see, what do we have here? Stoppage of play.
And now we're having a discussion about. They did not even measure that it was that short. I thought he had actually gotten closer to the 40-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
Nonetheless, 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Give to the fullback up the middle. Very little room there.
Yeah, that was very crowded at the line, wasn't it, Charles?
I believe that was 34 on the carry. And he'll get maybe a yard. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Northmore is going to
bunched up.
Yeah, they're going to play that double wing set. Try to get as much blocking as they can. But nothing happening that time. I think it might have been Jay Jackson. I can't see. It was a 51, I believe, that led the charge that time. And
tackle made by number 50, Tyree Lilly.
Excuse me, that'll be Lilly on the tackle.
Half a yard on the play brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 9 now. Northmore is going to try to control the line of scrimmage, but they're just getting zero push right now to start.
They're just bunched up at the line right there.
It's really the old school horseman backfield kind of thing. Oh, and nothing going on that time.
It's not fooling the Comets whatsoever.
No, J.P. Porter said absolutely not. And
is that number 52?
52 was also on the tackle. You're right, Zion Good. But I also saw J.P. Porter in there.
The Mustangs 4th down.
A loss of 4 and obviously a punting situation. Hogan standing at about the North Stanley 30. No pressure. It's a pretty good punt. And it's away from Hogan, and he doesn't get a chance to return it. And actually, in that exchange of yardage, if you will, Northmore really got the advantage, I believe.
That's a great punt.
25-yard line.
As the ball goes out of bounds at the 25, 8:26 left, opening quarter. And it's
getting very chilly up here.
It is very cold up here, to say the least. And we're not in the sunshine, and that adds to the, or would that be subtracts to the temperature?
Well, I'm just glad to be inside this week,
Yes, you did freeze at Albemarle. Mm-hmm. Can't say I didn't enjoy a little bit of that.
Yes, of course.
1st and 10 for the Comets now from the 25. No score here. 8:25 left in the opening quarter. Straight up the middle, Barber. He's got a little room to run this time. He gets about 5.
That's very respectable.
Well, and one of the tenets of North Stanley's offense really is when you have the 4 wide receivers out there, Brian, is an attempt to try to spread the field and spread the defense. But really,
a lot of weapons.
North Stanley is getting single coverage on the outside. And there's only about 6 in the box to stop the run, and here's Barber again.
I think he might be close.
He's about a yard short.
Yeah,
he's a yard short.
The first down.
He just got tripped up. And North Stanley is staying very conservative at this point, but working quickly.
I was about to say this could be a quarterback keeper, but no, he's in shotgun.
Well, they like to run out of that. Actually, I believe they call it the pistol set.
Yeah,
and this time Barber's got the first down at the 41. Working very quickly.
Barber plows ahead for a common first down.
You will see a lot of different backs, though, for North Stanley. Cam, hang on one second. I had a thought, and I will finish it. Cam Smith, number 24, you will see him. Kyrie Dykes as well. Shaver wants to throw, looking over the middle to Roach.
Oh,
Contact right at the. I think that was clean.
It was right.
It was
right
just about simultaneous. Nice play that time by Trace Wilson to knock the ball out of there.
Second and 10 for the Comets.
A good hit. And it brings up second down and 10. One North Stanley fan in particular getting a little impatient, if you will. Clock stopped with 7:09 left here.
Yeah, we have some passionate fans over here.
There are very passionate North Stanley fans, to be sure. A little option right this time. And nothing. Dude, and a fumble on the play.
Oh, number 4 was right on top of it. I think North Stanley got
North
the ball
got
back.
it back.
But a major loss of yardage.
Hogan really did a good job to cover that fumble.
Yeah, that could have been very disastrous for the Comets.
Loss of 7 on the play, bring up third down.
So a loss of 7 on the play brings up third down and 17. Trips right this time for the Comets. We'll see how much pressure Northmore brings. They're only going to rush 4. Over the middle, and it's caught by Stephen Harris. No, it is knocked out of there. It's going to be incomplete. He was waylaid at the 41.
Boy, they laid him out.
He took a hit that time.
Great effort, though. Great effort.
It really did. He nearly caught the ball anyway. It's going to bring up 4th and long, and Josh Lucas will come in to punt once again, and Justice Dorsett. So North gets a first down out of it. But it's a war of attrition right now, and the Comets have the ball deep in their territory.
Oh,
nice punt this time. Going to hit and take a Northmore bounce and to be down at the 39. We'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back on Stanley County Monday Night Football. Back on Stanley County Monday Night Football, 1st and 10 for the Mustangs at Northmore's 38-yard line. 2 wide receivers this time for the first time, and now 66, I think, might be the number, or 65 Sexton. I can't really tell. It's going to be the first penalty of the game, and it's against Northmore for a false start.
They're backing up 5.
So make it 1st and 15 now from the 34. A lot on the line in this game tonight for North Stanley. And so far, Northmore's defense
they're holding up.
has played very well. High snap this time. Quarterback will keep it.
Gains about 4.
And that's number 4, Justice Dorsett. That was less of a quarterback set, Brian, and more like a
Isaiah McCall.
More like what would you call it, a wildcat.
Yeah,
brings
definitely.
up second down and about 7. That was more almost a wildcat set. Now 2 wide receivers, Dakota Morgan and Jalik Horn, come to the near side. Another high snap. Barely. Oh, and he is going to get.
Oh, yes.
He is going to get
number
nailed.
26.
The big tackle in the backfield for the Comets.
And that's Isaiah McCall with the tackle.
He sniffed that out real quick.
Well,
didn't
he was untouched going through there as well, Brian, and the high snap didn't help matters.
Yeah,
but
he's getting kudos from his fellow players
certainly
there.
will. Now,
He deserves it.
They will actually give forward progress to the 37. When I say forward progress, I mean he could have lost 5 more yards on that. Instead of being 3rd and 17, it's 3rd down and 12. Back to the 4-back set once again.
Now
we have. I think we have something against Northmore, if I had to guess. It's another false start.
Yeah, that's another 5-yard penalty.
Brings up 3rd, about 17.
Well, it ruined the decent run that they got out of that earlier play. Now number 6 is in at quarterback, and he gets hit. I'll make that number 8.
It was so bunched up at the line.
So you can't really see who's doing what.
Yeah.
But Horn loses a bunch of yards, and then again, forward progress, only lost 3, but it's still 4th and 20 and another punting situation. And this time, North Stanley should get pretty good field position out of it. You wonder at some point how much, if North Stanley wants to bring a little pressure on the punter. They get a little on the outside. McCall almost got that one.
Another
now
great
Hogan
punt.
takes it at the 43 down the right side, and he's going to run out of real estate somewhere around the Northmore 42, I think. So a very good return by Hogan as he moved up and took that punt.
Against the Mustangs is declined.
And a hold against the Mustangs declined, as you heard our PA announcer say. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 43. So Hogan, with a good return, sets up the Comets at the 43 of Northmore. With 4 minutes and 6 seconds left. Kari Dykes this time. Nice little spin move. Whoa, as he get hit hard at the 40.
Yeah, he got tripped up by number 3 of Northmore.
And that would be
Number 9, I'm sorry.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
And, of course, that would be, you said number 9. That's Drew Brewer. But give Northmore credit. Right now,
Defense is working
defense
very well.
is doing a job, but they're starting to lose field position because they have not been able, at least yet, to move the football. A little swing pass to Hogan is complete. Let's see what Hogan can do. Yards after catch, gets down. Oh, and now the penalty marker comes in. Might be a face mask.
Flag on the play.
That's a good way to get the ball into Hogan's hands. Let's see what the penalty marker is. I believe it's against Northmore, but I'm not 100% sure.
Well,
it is a face mask against
mask. You were
Northmore.
correct. You were correct on
It's
that.
either 5 or 15. Let's see what they mark off. It
Yeah.
is an incidental face mask. So that will move the ball to the 28-yard line, but it is a first down for the Comets.
Well, they're on the move here.
1st and 10 at the 28 with 3:25 left. Ooh, that wind is brutal.
Getting a little bitter.
It is very cold. Now a swing pass to the far side, complete to Macaulay Roach. Roach close to the first down. I believe he does have it. Boy, you could see Northmore trying to tackle the football, if you know what I mean. They are really trying to get a strip right there.
Nicely designed play there.
Yeah, it's just 2 quick screen passes, just basically a swing pass. Get the ball out in space to your best athletes and let them do what they need to do out there. But Northmore is really trying to get a turnover here, as you can see. They're really going after the football. 1st and 10 now inside the red zone are the Comets. Little option left this time to Dykes. Dykes cuts up the middle, and he is going to go all the way for a
There we
touchdown.
go.
North
There we
Stanley
go. There we
Comets.
Number 3, Kyrie Dykes.
That's a happy young man right there.
2 minutes and 51
And he's doing
seconds.
the dance.
Yes,
He's
he's
doing the
dancing.
dance.
And the band is playing the fight song.
Oh, yeah.
And the Comets strike first. Now Mac Barfield for the point after. Kick is up, and the kick is good. 2:47 left in the opening quarter. North Stanley gets the lead 7-0. We'll be back. Back on Stanley County, Monday Night Football. Charles Curcio, Stanley News and Press. Brian Carter, Carter Video Services. Kyrie Dykes with a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Comets draw first blood, as it were. Now this kickoff taken at about the 17-yard line. And whoa, is he hit hard. I think that was 21, Clayton Shue.
Didn't really have a chance.
No,
Dorset.
Dorset did not have a chance to do much of anything on that one. Nice tackle that time by Clayton Shue. Ball is marked at about the 23-yard line. Mustangs trying to use a lot of misdirection in this setup with the double wings and fullbacks and such, and get a lot of blocking. And now this pass attempt, he just throws it out of there. Now this is going to be interesting. Yes, they're going to call intentional grounding because there was no one within range of him.
He just had to get that, get the rock away from him.
Yes, he did. But he was already in the grasp. Excuse me. And wait a minute, they're trying to. Northmore is trying to hurry to the line very quickly, but they still have to mark this penalty off because the sack knocks back, and then I wonder if there's any additional yardage.
We'll see from the official here.
The linesman is standing at about the 15-yard line. Intentional grounding against, and that's what it's going. It's an incomplete. It's going to go as an incomplete pass, basically. But then
the North Stanley defense is going slightly. Let's go for a safety here.
They may,
but
absolutely, So the intentional grounding moves the ball back to the 7-yard line. It's a spot foul, and it is also loss of down. So it's 2nd down and 26. It is hard to know who's got the football, to be honest.
They're so bunched up at the line, it's hard to hit who's got the football. Yeah.
And this time it was number 1, Brian Loza.
It was made by number 50, Tyree Lilly.
And Lilly on the tackle, a gain of maybe 3. It's still going to bring 3rd and very long. 3rd and about 23 in the last 2 minutes of this opening quarter. Toss sweep this time to number 4. He goes nowhere.
Yeah, nowhere quick.
And that time, I think it was number 7, Aiden Carper. It may have been 57. I'm sorry, Malik Bryant. They'll give him about 3 yards, but it's going to bring up 4th and 20.
Yeah, they're going to play more less conservative than they've been doing here.
You don't know if they're prepared to do that anyway. This one's going to be punted. They are really trying to keep the ball away from Cooper, and rightly so, as this one goes out of bounds at the 47, still waiting the mark at the 48-yard line. We'll take a quick timeout and be back on Stanley County Monday Night Football. First down for the Comets, straight up the middle is Christian Barber, and he's going to get about 6, maybe 7.
Barber with the carry up the middle.
That'll bring up 2nd down, and North Stanley is starting to establish itself a little bit. I think, Brian, that you can see the line for North Stanley is getting a heck of a push right now.
Oh, yeah, they're pretty much having their way.
Pretty much, absolutely. 2nd down at about 4 in the last minute. I think the sun must have just dipped behind the clouds.
Just a tad.
Playing havoc with our white balance as Barber gets another first down.
Got that right.
At the 41.
Barber up the middle. That's good enough for a Comet first down.
So North Stanley with a 7-0 lead.
And they're in no hurry right now.
They're still going no huddle, but no huddle does not mean necessarily in a hurry. As you can see, they're trying to draw Northmore off sides.
Keeper.
And Shaver will keep it, but he's in deep trouble, and he's going to lose yards back to the 45. Tackle that time by Dorset.
Gets dropped in the backfield, loss of about 4 yards. Brings up 2nd and 14.
2nd and 14 now, and again, you have to give Northmore credit. They are making some plays on defense, and that's going to be, I believe, the final play of the first quarter.
I think you were right.
We've played 1 quarter here at R.N. Jeffrey Stadium with a score. North Stanley 7, Northmore nothing. We'll be back on Stanley County Monday Night Football.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to remind you now.
Back on Stanley County Monday Night Football. Charles Curcio, Stanley News and Press. Brian Carter, Carter Video Services. I don't think they've marked the chains correctly, and there's 20 minutes on the clock, so I'm not trying to be particular here, but there's now we have 12 minutes. But it's 2nd and 14, and now it looks more like 2nd down and 12, and I think that's what Northmore is talking about at the moment, because it was 2nd and 14, the ball was at the 45, and suddenly now the ball is being spotted on the 42. It should be on the 45.
And we have a discussion.
Well, I mean, that's kind of that. See, this is, you know what they say? Sometimes too much information is dangerous. That's the problem. I'm dangerous because I know what the last play was, and it's cold here tonight. And I'll say conditions are. It feels it, but doesn't it a little bit though, Brian? Feel a lot like an October night.
Yes, absolutely.
It has that feel of an October night,
here.
you know.
This is April 1st, right?
Now the ball is started where it's supposed to be at the 45, and play can resume.
April Fool.
Yeah, April Fools. There you go. There you go. 2nd and 14 for the Comets now with the ball at the Northmore 45. Shaver has not had a lot of pressure. They're going to blitz this time. He gets pressure that time. Pass is complete to Shu. Shu is at the 15 and inside the 15, down around the about the 13-yard line maybe. Nice
tackle
play.
By number 22
and
saved a touchdown.
He certainly did.
31 on the play.
31 yards.
Moves the ball, as you say, down to the 14 with a gain of 31 yards. Down to the 14, and North Stanley's in the red zone again, and they have been successful in the red zone so far in this game. Barber is in the backfield. Shaver now looking. Got a man wide open. Stephen Harris, is he inbounds? No, incomplete.
He's hating that too.
Especially when the defender falls down, and it's like, oh, I've just got nothing but wide open, but he just couldn't stay in bounds. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Comets leading 7-0. As we said before, if you're just joining us on cable, or if you've skipped ahead, if you're skipping ahead on the little status bar on YouTube, very important game here for the Comets. Can win a share of the conference title. Shaver straight up the middle is going to get some yards. He fumbled it, but he got it back. He went right back into his hands.
Wow.
He got very lucky on that play. It was a good scramble, but
keeps the ball on the play, runs up the
I think he's going to also be just a little bit short of the 1st down.
Brings up 3rd and about 2.
It's going to be 3rd, and they're going to mark it about 3rd and 2. I think the ball is resting around the 6. Now Shaver throws to Shu. He puts it forward, and he's in. Touchdown, North Stanley Comets.
Number 21, Clayton Shu.
So Shu gets rewarded for his play earlier in this drive by getting a 6-yard, we're going to call it a 6-yard touchdown catch.
Yeah, let's see if they can tack on the extra point. To make it 14-0 in favor of the Comets.
10:46 left in this first half of play. Mac Barfield. Actually, if you're on the flag crew right now that runs around with the Comet flags, that's a bad snap.
Bad snap.
And now Barfield throws it towards the end zone. Flag is down. It's not going to count even if it did. Every time I see a kicker do that, Garo Yepremian comes into mind from Super Bowl 7, way before I was even born as well, but nonetheless, we'll see what the penalty marker is, but the conversion will be no good, and I'm sure the penalty is against North and will be declined. So it was a bad snap, and you're trying to make something out of it, and now, wait a minute. Is this penalty against Northmore?
They're lining up to do this.
They're lining it up again. Let's see what's. Now we're getting a.
We're having a conversation between the coaches and the officials.
Because if it was an ineligible receiver downfield, that would be against North, and Northmore would decline the penalty and the conversion would be no good and we could go to break and I could have a sip of coffee. If not, then we're
Did
still.
you bring me some coffee?
I did
No, you
not.
didn't. You didn't.
I did not.
Because you don't care.
Get your
about
own.
me, you know.
Wait, that's against Northmore. So this is
Okay.
interesting. I wonder if it was maybe offsides against Northmore. So the
Ball, first and goal. Encroachment by Mustangs.
So offsides against Northmore. Kyrie is going to go straight forward on that little shovel pass, and he's in for the 2-point conversion. 10:46 left here in the second quarter. North Stanley now leads 15-0. We'll be back on Stanley County Monday Night Football. Back on Stanley County Monday Night Football. Charles Curcio, Stanley News and Press. Brian Carter, Carter Video Services. 15-0. Comets kicking into the sunshine, and this one will
Yeah.
go over the head of the Mustang returner and will be a touchback and come out to the 20.
First kick is a touchback for the Comets.
And we apologize if you heard a little shouting in the background. It's a we're very
spirited.
We have very close quarters up here. We'll just say that, and spirits are what they are in high school football. $15-0 is the score. 10:44 left in the second quarter.
It looks like the
Two wide receivers. The other
Moore's playing
going.
very conservative still. Let's see, he's in shotgun.
High snap again, trying to get behind. And Isaiah McCall makes the tackle on Dorset.
Number 4, Justice Dorset on the keeper for
Gain of about 3. It'll bring up second down and 7.
Oh, looks like the cheerleaders are in good spirits tonight.
Yeah, they did a little 70s disco number for the crowd beforehand. I was singing along with that one. And
Well, I see, I'm a little bit older than you, Charles, so I remember
a
that.
little.
You just did tad. Yeah.
Yeah. If you believe that, I've got some swampland in Florida and or part of the Brooklyn Bridge to sell you.
against Northmore.
And the penalties against Northmore.
Oh, that's a back him.
So Northmore is going to call a timeout. We will take one as well and be back here on Stanley County Monday Night Football. Back on Stanley County Monday Night Football. Charles Curcio, Stanley News and Press, Brian Carter, Carter Video Services. As that sun goes down, you're going to be. I know the sun is playing havoc with your white balance on your camera, Brian. But I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you something. You're going to be happy. You're not going to be happy when that sun goes down and the temperature drops further.
True.
It is chilly.
Let's see. We have.
I think I don't know. Have a very long explanation with the officials regarding. I don't know if it was the last play or the penalty, but
They're having a discussion down there.
it's going to be first and about 18. Ball is sitting at around the 13-yard line, I believe, 12, 13-yard line. Very hard to spot in. First and 18.
We'll get to play here shortly, folks.
This is the next to last week of the regular season for Monday Night Football and for high school football in North Carolina. Yeah. And we said we would be back here next week, of course, to see North Stanley and South Stanley.
That'll be a great game.
South Stanley we were going to have the South Stanley Albemarle game, but that game was not able to be played. So South Stanley actually scheduled a game tonight, and that's a false start, I believe.
Against
North.
North
They're
Moore,
going to
I think.
call offsides against North Stanley.
North Stanley, okay. Well,
So
they'll give him
encroachment
5.
against the defense will take some of the sting of that last penalty out for North Moore. So to move the ball to the 17 and make it first down and about 13.
Offsides against the
But what I was saying is that South Stanley is playing at Forest Hills tonight, Thursday night, as we tape this. Hard count that time did not work by the Mustangs, and now they will toss it to number 4, Dorsett, who gets down across the 20, back to the original line of scrimmage and maybe a couple of yards more.
number 4.
That'll bring up second down and 8.
On the carry for North Moore Mustangs.
It should be second down and 8. The down marker says third, but I'm fairly certain it's second down and 8.
Well, with a little over 10 minutes to go in this quarter.
Had some trouble with. Now a hard count is going to draw off the defensive end on the
that's
right
number
side.
26. Number 26.
And that's McCall.
Yeah.
So that's
early.
another another encroachment call that will move the ball to the 27 and will make it second down and 3.
Fellow players saying, hey, it's okay. It happens to everybody.
Bring it 3rd and 4 for the Mustangs.
Well, it's really basic offense right now for North Moore, but it's working. They got a first down that time at the 32.
Yeah. And that stops the clock with 9:13 to go.
It's really student body left, student body right, as we used to call it. It's just everybody go this way and block, and then everybody go that way and block, and have not really purported to try to put the ball in the air yet. Had a couple of wide receiver sets, but they're mostly running out of this full backfield. Give is straight up the middle this time to the fullback, number 1, Brian Loza.
Nothing doing there.
Loza gets down to gets maybe 2 on the play. It'll bring up second down and 8.
Carry for the Mustangs.
There's only one good benefit to be wearing a mask in a night like this.
Keeps you a little bit warmer.
It keeps you just
that
a
is-
little bit warmer, and I'm going
That
to
is the benefit.
pull my mat, just a little bit there because it really does keep you warmer. Second and 8 now for the Mustangs. Fakes the toss and gives to the misdirection play. Hit really hard. Horn was the ball carrier,
Number 8, Jalik Horn with the carry for the Mustangs.
and he'll get about 2 more yards. That'll bring up third down and about 6. Mustangs trying to keep things very basic. Now, Cooper Hogan coming out, and is it my imagination, or was he favoring his shoulder a little bit?
Oh, that could.
He was
that's
sort of-
not. Well, you don't want to see
No,
that.
he was sort of leaning a little bit, and now he's going to the get a drink of water. I wonder if he's going over to the trainer. 3rd and 6 now. Long count. Tosses it back to Dorsett. Dorsett off the right side. He's going to be short by a couple at around the 42.
Dorsett. I mean, it just takes you back to the Cowboys.
Yeah, the Tony Dorsetts of the world for sure. That's going to be 4th down and 1, and an
If any
interesting
young people
choice here
remember that.
for North Moore. Yeah, that's when Dallas was billed as America's team,
That's correct.
to say for sure. Tom Landry in the hat and everything.
Great coach.
4th and 1, and Mustangs are going to go for it. Straight up the middle. He reaches out, and North tries to swat it away. But if they give him the extra progress,
Let's see.
it's a first down. The linesman on the near side is already marking it.
I think that is a first down, Charles.
Tremendous play.
Great effort. Great effort.
Couldn't tell you who actually had the ball for North Moore to save my life, but it got a first down.
And the sun comes out again, so excuse me while I adjust things here.
Do not adjust your sets at home, folks.
Yeah.
Do not get the settings out on your computer monitors or nothing. Off the right side, nothing going this time. Malik Bryant says no.
Yeah, number 57.
That's Malik Bryant.
Brought down for a loss. Flag on the play.
And there's a penalty marker down as well at the 45. Let's see what that is.
So we'll check that.
It's after the play, personal foul against North Stanley.
Wow.
So
gonna be
that's
15.
That's 15 yards and a first down.
A foul against the Comets.
This gives Northmore a break here.
It certainly does, and it puts the ball at the North Stanley 40-yard line.
Well, let's see if the Mustangs can take advantage of this break.
6.5 minutes left in the first half. Mustangs, this is the deepest that they have been in the North Stanley territory in this game.
First and 10 on the Comet 40-yard line.
Quarterback fakes the give, now gives to number 8.
Nothing
Horn is
there.
going nowhere, and he might have lost a yard.
Number 8, Jalik Horn, is brought down by number 20.
That'll be Alex Honeycutt, I believe, on the tackle.
Excuse me, number 26.
Or 26, Isaiah McCall. McCall has had a big first half defensively for the Comets. 2nd and 11 now, under 6 minutes, with North Stanley leading 15-0. Now a pass, an actual pass, and it's incomplete. Was looking for number 9, Drew Brewer.
Yeah, that was going nowhere.
Good coverage that time. I believe Josh Lucas was there, and kind of caught the Comets a little
Third and 11 for the Mustangs.
off guard. The quarterback was number 6, Dakota Morgan, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 11. Clock is stopped with 5:37 to go in the second quarter. Wind is just swirling around.
Yes, it is, Charles.
Keeper this time by the quarterback, and he'll get across the 35, but he's going to be about 3 yards short.
Talking about a plethora
There you go.
of Comets.
There you go.
Had to get that in.
He gets paid for every time he says that by Webster's Dictionary.
You know, royalties and all that
Yes.
mess.
Fourth down and 5. And before that, we have a whistle, and I believe North Stanley is taking a timeout. We'll take his one and be back on Stanley County Monday Night Football. Fourth down and 5 for the Mustangs at the Comet 35. Long snap count. Trying to draw North off sides. Tried again. And they're going to have to call timeout. And they were just trying to draw North Stanley off sides, and it did not work. And Northmore takes their second timeout
Timeout, Northmore.
of the half. And we'll take a timeout and be back on Stanley County Monday Night Football. Fourth down, and Northmore's got a first down and a whole lot more. A well-disguised play that time, and Dorsett gets down to the 20 for a first down.
Oh, I think that fooled the Comets big time on that one.
Well, this offense that Northmore is running is based on misdirection, and right then they got exactly what they wanted. The idea is to try to disguise who gets the football, and it hasn't worked particularly well so far, but that time it certainly did.
Well, the Mustangs are driving
And
right
they're
now.
just outside the red zone. Now a toss sweep to the left, and still going inside the 10. He's got a first down. It was a toss sweep that time to number 8, Horn, and he is inside the 10. He's actually down to the 5-yard line,
Yeah,
and
great
it's
effort.
first and goal for Northmore. 4 minutes, 22 seconds left with the clock running. Northmore is down to 1 timeout,
4-yard line.
but they've got 4 plays to try to score from 5 yards out. But this time, nice play by Malik Bryant, a tackle on Dorsett.
Number 57, Malik Bryant. On the
Malik
tackle.
Bryant has been terrific so far in this game for the Comets, and that's a 5-yard loss. And the kind of offense Northmore runs, you cannot afford losses. So it'll bring up 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line, 3:48 to go.
15-0 in favor of the Comets.
15-yard line will be 2nd and goal for the Mustangs.
As you can see probably on your television screen, it's like having our own graphic.
Oh, I'm talking about some misdirection.
It had me. I actually
it fooled me.
I
Fooled
moved
me.
my head to the right, but Loza took the ball on the fullback dive, and he got about give him about 3. It'll bring up 3rd and goal now at the 7. And I will say this with the way that Northmore has played defense in this game, a touchdown here
Would
really make this game interesting as it goes forward.
I mean, they definitely won't go into the locker room with the.
It's a pass
score.
attempt. No, he's going to run it in from the outside. Puts his head down, and he's down at the 1-foot line.
Oh man, tremendous hit by number 8.
And that was Josh Lucas. So down to the
Saved the
1-yard line.
touchdown.
Obviously saved a touchdown, but now it is 4th and goal.
1-yard line.
And it's
Interesting.
yeah, this is going to be a play right here with the clock moving with 2.5 left to go. North Stanley has 2 timeouts. The Mustang fans rise to their feet
yeah.
to show support, and now the North Stanley fans answer in kind. Here we go, fans. Buckle up. 4th and goal at the 1-yard line. Double tight end set. They will toss it, and he's in for a touchdown. Dorsett off the left side, just very careful. You see the way he just picked the lane, and he's in for the touchdown. So with 2 minutes and 6 seconds left,
As you can see on the screen.
as you can see on the screen. Now, interesting choice here. Do you go?
What do you do?
I think you have to kick it at least at this point and stay within 1 possession.
Well, could
Miguel
this be a
Lopez.
little trickery? Yeah.
No, it's just a straight extra point attempt. It's up, and it's good. 2:06 left to go. We got a new ball game here. 15-7. North Stanley still leads.
Northmore 7.
Back on Stanley County Monday Night Football, and I have to tell you, Brian, one of the most impressive possessions we've seen all season and in several seasons. 17 plays, 80 yards, took 10 minutes off the clock. Northmore had this ball for nearly the entire second quarter with 2:06 left. And now it's an onside kick, but it's not going to go far enough. And that's a ball is a live football, but Northmore will touch it, and it'll be a flag. And
you can.
I absolutely,
the effort
I
of
agree.
doing that, you know,
I absolutely, I think that once momentum is on your side, you've got to
take a few chances.
you got to
there,
take
know.
a few chances.
So that'll put the Comets a little over
It's at the
midfield.
Northmore 48,
Force
so
kick,
it gives
15 yards. North Stanley take over 1st and 10. On the North
basically a recovery by North Stanley because the ball never went 10 yards. And North just looked at it like, no, you touch it, then we'll still get the football. Shaver wants to throw. He's got a little pressure. Gets away from one man. Now gets rid of it. Look at Hogan's catch at the 30-yard line.
Incredible.
Cooper Hogan with an acrobatic catch. The clock will stop with 1:56 to move the chains at the 30.
The North Stanley fans over here. You got a lot of Hogan's heroes over here.
Oh, that very funny. Yes, I knew that was coming.
I'm very
And now
predictable.
Northmore's going to take their final timeout. We'll take one as well and be back on Stanley County Monday Night Football. Back on Stanley County Monday Night Football. Trips left this time for the Comets on 1st and 10 from the Mustang 30. Passes in the flat is complete to Harris. Harris has got a first down and gets a shot from behind by the safety. He just whatever was in front of him, he was going to hit it and hit it hard.
Oh yeah, number 4 there by the Mustangs.
That's Dorsett, who just scored the touchdown. The gain is to the 19-yard line, so good for a first down.
Number 42, Clay Hatley.
A penalty marker is down. Shaver will pass, looking for Hogan, incomplete. Brings up second, but let's see what the penalty marker is first, actually. And I believe it's going to be holding against North Stanley. It is.
Oh, that's 10 yards.
So do you mark them back 10? Yes, you do. It'll be marked all the way back to the 35-yard line. The bad thing is that, it's a spot foul, but it's from the 25-yard line is where the hold occurred. So it's actually 1st and 26 now. They have to get to the 9-yard line because this drive started, or this set of downs, started at the 19. Trips right this time. Little pressure up the middle. Fires toward Harris, incomplete. Bring up second down. Harris sort of fell down when he cut. Oh, and a late flag comes in.
Oh.
And that might be against Northmore's number 30, Trace Wilson.
It's
either a
15-yarder.
late hit. It could be unsportsmanlike conduct. I'm not sure which it is. We're waiting. And now, let's see what I didn't see an indication yet on the penalty. Did you?
I did not catch that. Personal foul,
it's
North Stanley.
Personal fouls against both teams, so
Negated.
the penalty's offset. So the play
Never took place.
And it'll bring up second down. Or wait a minute, is it first down? So the penalties might have been after the play. Second down and 26. Minute 15 left in the first half. Taking a lot of time.
Low snap.
Looking across the middle, complete.
Oh,
10.
my goodness.
And he fumbled the football. Oh, the ball is still loose.
Let's see.
Who's got it?
I think Northmore is indicating they have it.
North Stanley is indicating they have it.
Okay, this is up to the official here. He's got to come in there.
They have
and
not
sort this
pointed
thing
either
out.
way.
Got to wonder
Pass
what
was
official is
completed
on
to
top of
Junior
that,
Hill,
you
but
know. I think they're giving it.
I think they're giving it to North Stanley.
Complete to number 34, Junior Hill. After the fumble, Comets retain.
Boy, that was a hot potato right there.
And now we have, I think North Stanley is going to call a timeout. We'll take one as well and be back on Stanley County Monday Night Football. Back on Stanley County Monday Night Football. First and goal at about the 2-yard line with 1:01 to play. I think North may have one more timeout remaining. Let's see if they try to run the football. They will. Toss sweep to the near side. Oh, nowhere to go for Barber. He's tackled by number 82, James Ross.
I tell you, Barber, number 24, he was frustrated. He wanted to see the end zone.
And they lost yards back to about the 4-yard line or 5. Clock now under 40 seconds, second down. That was Cam Smith, Smith gets the carry this time, gets a couple of yards, and North Stanley's going to have to call their final timeout, and they will. We'll take one as well with 29.8 seconds left.
Smith on the carry.
We're back on Stanley County Monday Night Football. 3rd and a foot, maybe about a yard for the Comets. 29.8 seconds left. Barber is in the backfield. Low snap this time. Shaver rolling to his near side. Going to try to get it in. I don't think he got in. Nice.
I think he got.
Oh, he did get the corner. He did. Touchdown, North Stanley Comets.
He got the ball.
I wasn't sure if Isaiah, 32, for Northmore if he had cut off that corner or not, but he did not. And Shaver gets the touchdown.
What awareness, where the pylon was, to get it over there. That's an attack on the extra point.
23.8 seconds left. Barfield for the point after. I was going to say the flag crew is keeping warm just by running around with the flags right now. And the extra point is good. 23.8 seconds left. So North Stanley quickly answers Northmore's 10-minute drive with a minute-and-a-half drive of their own. And that was probably one of the downsides of not getting that onside kick. And North Stanley, we're just going to keep it here. We've had some breaks. Let's just keep it here, Brian, in the final 24 seconds. North Stanley, very impressive drive. And I think a very needed drive, Brian, to try to answer those points and push it back to a two-possession game.
Oh, yeah, because it definitely swung the advantage to Northmore with that touchdown.
Well, they were trying to build on that momentum with an onside kick and keep the football. And that's what their offense is built on, time of possession.
Oh, yeah, and the Comets just answered right back.
We'll see what happens here in the final 23.8 of the first half. Barfield angles a kick towards the 10-yard line, taken by Dorsett. He's got some room on the far side. He's trying to get around Cam Smith. He changes field. There's a Comet player down. Dorsett, he had to avoid the injured player, and then Smith got him at the 36. What an odd play that was.
Very odd. He's going back. It went backwards, and incredible.
And he was obviously trying to make a big play there. There's also a penalty mark.
For the effort.
I think there's a penalty marker, an illegal block in the back against Northmore.
Blocking the back against the Mustangs.
And that'll mark 10 yards from the spot foul on Northmore. But, I mean, and then what the weird thing was that there was a Comet down, and as he came back, I thought he was either going to step on him or hurdle him, but he moved at the last second. I don't know that he even saw him until the last second and got out of the way. The ball will now be spotted at the 17-yard line. And 10 seconds left. You think that Northmore will probably just run out the clock here.
Yeah, and just regroup.
And then they will get the ball to start the third quarter because they deferred on our opening decision, the opening decision of the game with a coin toss. We will be back with stats and a little more analysis in just a few minutes.
I think I'll go downstairs and get some of that good hot chocolate they have
I think
down there.
You might need it.
He's got room.
Oh, big tackle that time. Nice carry by number 22, Javori Wall. I think he might have gotten a first down because the clock stopped with
number 8.
29 at the 29-yard line. The carry was number 22, Javori Wall. Who's the tackle?
Number 8 tackle. And
that was Josh Lucas.
He might have to come out. He's coming out.
He's coming out, but the half is about to end. And we have reached the end of our half here. North Stanley took the lead, has led for most of this first half. Northmore had the impressive 10-minute drive, but North Stanley quickly answered, and we have reached a chilly halftime here at RN Jeffries Stadium on the North Stanley campus with a halftime score. North Stanley 22, Northmore 7. He's Brian Carter. I am Charles Curcio, and we are Stanley County Monday Night Football.
The Stanley Classic Golf Tournament is coming up Friday, April 23rd, and it's a great opportunity to help a great cause. By being a sponsor or sponsoring a team in the tournament, you'll not only get great exposure, but you'll be helping provide that key that opens the door of opportunity for so many Stanley Community College students. To find out more about the Stanley Classic Golf Tournament and how you can sign up as a sponsor or sponsor a team, call 704-991-0370. That's the Stanley Community College Foundation at 991-0370, 991-0370.
Your success begins with us at Stanley Community College. SCC has been ranked #1 best community college in North Carolina and the 11th best online community college in the nation. SCC is the only North Carolina community college that uses Canvas, which has a mobile app. We have low-cost tuition, personal attention, highly qualified faculty, and financial aid. Summer registration opens April 12th and classes start May 18th. Register online, in person, or by phone.
What am I going to learn?
Students will learn theory and clinical skills related to the phlebotomist's role in the healthcare system. Topics addressed in this course include proper technique for venipuncture, routine lab tests, and required collection tubes, medical terminology, and infection control procedures. Successful completion of this course makes the student eligible to apply for several national certification exams.
What are my career choices?
This training prepares individuals for employment opportunities in hospitals, medical and diagnostic laboratories, blood donor centers, and doctor's offices.
Why Stanley Community College?
At Stanley Community College, we feel that college is not the ultimate destination. It's a place of discovery that equips you with knowledge and skills to journey on to a rewarding, successful career. Call us today to schedule a campus tour or visit us at www.stanley.edu to learn more. At Stanley Community College, we're changing lives.
What am I going to learn?
Students will learn from a variety of disciplines. Emphasis in core courses is placed on development of relevant knowledge, skills, and attitudes in human services. Fieldwork experience will provide opportunities for application of knowledge and skills learned in the classroom.
What are my career choices?
This degree prepares individuals for employment opportunities in mental health, child care, family services, social services, rehabilitation, correction, and education agencies.
Why Stanley Community College?
At Stanley Community College, we feel that college is not the ultimate destination. It's a place of discovery that equips you with knowledge and skills to journey on to a rewarding, successful career. Call us today to schedule a campus tour or visit us at www.stanley.edu to learn more. At Stanley Community College, we're changing lives.
What am I going to learn?
Students will learn patient care skills used in long-term care facilities, hospitals, and home care agencies. This program involves intensive lectures, labs, a clinical component, and state exam preparation.
What are my career choices?
This training prepares for employment opportunities in hospitals, long-term facilities, and home care agencies. Upon successful completion of the NA Level 1 program, students can apply to take the National Nurse Aid Assessment Program state exam. After successfully completing this exam, they will be listed on the North Carolina Nurse Aid Registry.
Why Stanley Community College?
At Stanley Community College, we feel that college is not the ultimate destination. It's a place of discovery that equips you with knowledge and skills to journey on to a rewarding, successful career. Call us today to schedule a campus tour or visit us at www.stanley.edu to learn more. At Stanley Community College, we're changing lives.
The Associate in Arts and Associate in Science degrees are fully transferable degrees at SCC. The University Transfer Program can be your bridge to North Carolina universities and most private colleges. The Associate in Arts degree is the right choice for future education, social science, liberal art majors, or for a professional school that requires a strong critical thinking and essential skills background. In most cases, if a student wishes to attend a university, the Associate in Arts degree is the best degree to pursue. The Associate in Science degree is the best choice for future engineering, math, science, or technical majors. Some university-bound nursing students may also wish to pursue an Associate in Science degree. Our advisors and faculty care about your success and are ready to help you achieve your dreams.
Why Stanley Community College?
Here at Stanley Community College, we feel that college is not the ultimate destination. It's a place of discovery that equips you with knowledge and skills to journey on to a rewarding, successful future. Call us today to schedule a campus tour or visit us online to learn more. At Stanley Community College, we're changing lives.
We're back on Stanley County Monday Night Football. Charles Curcio, Stanley News and Press, Brian Carter, Carter Video Services. Taking a look at halftime stats. First for North Stanley, they had 16 rushes on the ground for 52 yards and 2 touchdowns. Corey Dykes had the long run of the game for North, 15 yards. Actually, North Moore outgained the Comets on the ground with 87 net yards on 25 carries. Only one pass attempt, 0 for 1. Luke Shaver, though, 7 of 12 in the first half, 119 yards and a touchdown pass to Clayton Shue. Shue has 2 catches for 37. Cooper Hogan, 2 for 25. And then 1 catch each for Junior Hill, Macaulay Roach, and Stephen Harris. First downs pretty even. North Stanley with 12. First downs 8 for North Moore. Total net yards 87 for North Moore, averaging 3.3. North Stanley 171 net yards, but Brian, they're averaging 6.1 net yards per play attempt. 8 penalties, 52 yards against the Mustangs. 4 penalties, 26 yards against North Stanley. 3 punts for North Moore in the first half, only 1 for the Comets. Time of possession, of course, will be in favor of North Moore. 14 minutes and 9 seconds, including 10 minutes on 1 drive alone. Here's a telling statistic, though, for me in this game. North Moore is 1 of 6 on third down, but 2 for 2 on fourth down. North Stanley is 3 of 5 on third down. So that's your halftime stats as North Stanley gets ready to kick this one away. Mac Barfield, and now it's nighttime, and now it feels like Monday Night Football.
Definitely October, late
earlier
October.
felt like Monday afternoon football, if you want the truth.
Yeah.
We're not used to that much sunshine at a game, honestly. And here we are. Now it's nighttime, and now the temperature has dropped to a balmy 44 degrees. Again, North Stanley can outright win the conference, I believe, with a win next week against South Stanley, and would get a share of it tonight with a win over North Moore. Fumbled kick at the 12-yard line. Dorsett avoids 3 guys and then nearly gets wiped out by Cam Smith. Cam actually wiped out 2 North players on the play.
Tackles made by number 15, Macaulay Roach.
Roach actually got the tackle at the 23.
Yeah, so North Moore will take it here, see what they can do.
Mustangs will take over on their own 23-yard line, 1st and 10.
Coming out in what we call the old double wing offense.
Try and draw them off.
Little toss sweep this time. A few hard-earned yards. 2 penalty markers come flying in at the end of the play, and I believe that may be a face mask against North Stanley. The gain is gain of about 4, but let's see what the penalty is. Personal foul, face mask, 15-yard variety. That's right, against North Stanley. And that will be a first down automatically. So the ball will be marked at the 42-yard line. And an automatic first down gives the Mustangs new life, a new set of downs at the, as we said, at the 42. And now movement on the line, and I think that's going to be a penalty against, that's going to be 5 yards against North Moore. It'll make it 1st and 15.
So we go back and forth on the field here.
And that's the 9th penalty of the game against North Moore. We'll move the ball back to the 37 and make it 1st and 15. A toss sweep to Dorsett. Penalty marker comes in from the referee.
I think this will be against North Moore.
Usually when it comes from that way, it is, and that is exactly right. It is. It's going to be holding. He'll mark the ball at the 24. So the penalty occurred at the 34. 10th penalty of the game, and it's going to set up a first down in about 28. Again, it's straight up the middle.
Oh.
And nice gain by Loza. Loza gets across the 30 down. He's going to be close to the 30.
Picking up some of those penalty yards.
Got some of it back, and it's now second down and about 18.
Second and 17.
As the Mustangs come up to the line.
A little toss sweep to Dorsett this time. Oh, he had his legs taken right out from underneath him.
By number 12.
No, that was 50. Tyree Lilly with the tackle. So third and long.
Number 10 on the tackle is coming out.
That's Isaiah Barbie. No, it's 12, actually. Stephen Harris coming out of the game for North. Or did you mean 10 for Northmore?
For North Stanley.
Oh, for North Stanley. Okay. Only a gain of 1, third down and 17. Yeah, the last time I remember being this cold at a game, and I know I have more layers on than anyone else, but I'm still cold, is I'd have to say we're approaching, although we're not at Elkin level yet.
No, absolutely not.
Elkin level is 17 degrees on top of a press box. And now pressure from McCall. He's going to get the sack.
Oh, yes.
And he gets the sack way back at the 27-yard line.
Number 26.
Isaiah McCall with the sack.
A huge loss.
And it'll bring up fourth and even longer.
North Stanley Comets defense stepping up here.
Well, after giving up that scoring drive to start things, obviously the defense might have made some adjustments. This punt is away. Hogan is again going to not get a chance to return this one, as Northmore is just bound and determined that Cooper Hogan is not going to return a punt on them. And one can't blame them, of course.
Oh, yeah, I think they're very satisfied with that, keeping it out of Hogan's hands.
They're going to mark it at the 39 as the ball changes hands, with 8 minutes and 37 seconds left.
Wow, what a crowd we have here tonight.
And rather cold crowd at this point.
Everybody huddled up.
Dykes gets the ball carry off the left side, still on his feet. The second effort got the first down. He didn't have it momentarily. Javori Wall had him, but he got just a couple yards more, and he got the first down. So a nice play by Dykes for the 10-yard gain and a first down. Comets looking to stay undefeated on the season. Big win last week. I don't think it can be stated how big a win that was, Brian, against North Rowan to shut out the Cavs. Dykes again, straight up the middle. This time he's going to get tripped up. There's a penalty marker down right in the middle of the pile there around the 48.
Yeah.
Let's see what the penalty is.
It's against the Comets.
It's holding.
So that'll be a 10-yarder.
And as we say, that is a spot foul, so it'll depend on where the infraction took place. So it'll put the ball at the North Stanley 43. So the penalty occurred then at the 47-yard line of Northmore, and it's going to be first down and about 17. Shaver wants to throw, Looking for Harris, and it's picked off at the 47-yard line by Loza. Loza's got a chance. Oh, he had a lot of green in front of him. And the first turnover of the game is forced by Northmore.
I wish Shaver probably wishes he had that back.
I'm sure he does. But North Stanley reacted well and cut. He had green grass in front of him, but North Stanley quickly closed it up. Yes, 7-24. With this being such a close game at this point, it's still just a 2-possession game. 15 points is the difference.
Trying to draw him off. Oh, nice.
Pitches to Dorsett off the right side. He's going to get about maybe 2 yards. Again, this is an offense, Brian, that has to be positive yards each time, and it has difficulties trying to get larger chunks of yardage. Second down and 8 now. 7:03 left to go in this third quarter. North Stanley up 22-7, but a deep possession here for the Mustangs. But this time, that run is going absolutely nowhere.
We have a Comet player down.
Aiden Carpenter has had several plays in this game and several tackles for a loss as well.
Number 50, slow to get up, staying in the game.
Was that for North? Was that for North, Brian?
For North, yeah.
For North Stanley? Yeah. I just want to see which North you would say. I was trying to set you up for a joke. It didn't work. Never mind. Tyree Lilly was who you were talking about. So now 3rd and 10. Left-handed quarterback looking to throw through the hands of Dorsett. He had Stephen Harris right on him.
Yeah, he was wanting that pick.
So three downs and no yards gained. And interesting to see what the Mustangs do here. They may go for it on 4th down.
I would not be surprised there, Charles.
And try to draw North. I would say even maybe try to draw North off or take another shot there. Two wide receivers to the near side of the field. They've got single coverage out this way. Trying to draw North off, and it does not work, and Northmore will take a timeout. We will take one as well and be back on Stanley County Monday Night Football. Back on Stanley County Monday Night Football, 4th and 10, and the Mustangs will go for it. High snap for Morgan, rolls to his left, looking to throw, throws it up, and picked off at the 6-yard line by Cooper Hogan.
Who would have thunk it?
Pass is intercepted by number 13, Cooper Hogan.
And I will say this, there's a penalty marker down as well. Personal foul, face mask against Northmore.
Foul, face mask against
All right.
Mustangs.
So we'll see how this affects the play. Ball is resting at about the 5-yard line. Let's see.
They're going to decline this penalty.
If it's during the play, then yes, you would decline it. Yeah, they will decline this penalty.
Face mask.
Yeah, and because they will keep possession of the football that way. Because it was during the play.
Yeah, I can see the Comets want to try to eat up as much of this clock as possible.
Well, and in this case, Brian, I think they just wanted to get possession of the football. So,
and I would say the Comets probably, I would guess they would be very conservative at this point.
You would think so, but they've got to get out of the shadow of their own end zone at this point.
Right.
You know. The ball, I said, is resting around the 5 or 6 yard line. Very sort of difficult to see. Four wide receivers in. The lone back is Christian Barber. Little pressure now. Swing pass complete to Hogan. Hogan up the middle and now gets tackled. gain of about maybe 6.
13, Cooper Hogan.
Again, just trying to little incremental gains.
They want to keep that clock rolling.
Second down and 4, excuse me. My tongue was frozen.
There.
Second down. Another blitz. Shaver throws over the head of Harris that time. It'll be 3rd down and 4.
Shaver's pass falls incomplete.
So Shaver on the night now is 8 of 15 for 125 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 pick. Clock stopped with 5:17 left, 3rd down and like a short 5. Looks to pitch it now, is going to run it himself. He goes out of bounds, and he will be. It almost, but not quite. But he is going to go out of bounds at the 12. But he's going to be short of the 1st down. So a gain of a yard, and it will bring a punting situation as Lucas goes out to punt the football away, and Dorset. Or is it Dorset? I'm not sure. Standing at the North Stanley 45. Now, North Stanley goes 4 wide receivers here to try to spread the coverage. Low kick this time. It's away from Dorset.
Takes a North Stanley bounce.
And takes a big Comet bounce to the 46-yard line of Northmore.
And number 24 down it.
So the ball changes hands with 4 minutes and 24 seconds left. 22-7 is the score. North Stanley comfortably ahead by 2 possessions. High snap again. Quarterback gets it down and actually makes a decent gain out of it.
Wow.
Dakota Morgan made a great play that time.
Yeah, got some positive yardage.
Down to the North Stanley 47.
Made by number 13, Cooper Hogan.
Hogan with the tackle.
Play brings up 2nd and 4.
Makes it 2nd down and about 4 with under 4 left in the 3rd quarter. Now from the shotgun set, another high snap straight forward, and just having to dive over. He's diving over North Stanley players who got through that quickly. And I believe it was Zion Good was the player that Morgan had to kind of hurdle. He got another yard out of it. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 2. Well, you would think that it's 4 to score, 4 to go the rest of the way for Northmore. The Mustangs, as long as it took them to score earlier, and as long as this offense can take, toss sweep to the right side, 1st down. Dorset gets it.
It's hard to see through the pile there.
I'm
Dorset with the carry for the Mustangs.
You give me a half, and I can start tracking numbers a little better.
Yeah, that stops.
No matter how cold it is, it's the idea that you start seeing the same plays sort of over and over again. Clock will run now with under 3 minutes, and Northmore not in a big hurry, but they have the time. I mean, they have a lot of time.
Yeah, we still have another quarter to go,
and they are chewing up as much clock and trying to keep North Stanley's offense off the field. High snap. This time it gets over Morgan's head. He's going to have to fall on it back at Northmore territory at the 47.
Tough break.
So they'll actually mark it at the 48-yard line. A loss of 10 will bring up 2nd down and 20. Again, we will be back here on a hopefully warmer day next Friday.
I think there's a warm front coming through.
I hope the warm front stays until, but not too warm.
Yeah. We don't.
2nd and 20 now for the Mustangs. Fakes the sweep, now tries to give the misdirection play. And actually, that's a good effort by number 8, Jalik Horn, to try to find a little room in the middle. Gets back into Comet territory down to the 47, so give him 5 yards. And it'll bring up 3rd down at about 15. That's more like 3rd and 17, really, now that I see it. Again, technically, it's hard. This is actually the 2020 season, even though we're in 2021. I know it's confusing, but that's
folks,
so this is season number 19 of Stanley County Monday Night Football. Next coming August will be number 20, we hope. This pass is deflected, and it'll bring up 4th down.
God willing, we'll be here.
And we want to, of course, send our thanks out to Michelle and Andre and all the guys and girls out at Stanley Community College for all their efforts to help keep us on the air all these 19 years. We should get some T-shirts made next year for 20.
I definitely want to.
High snap on the punt, but really no rush. And again, just punting it right away from Hogan, goes out of bounds around the 20.
Yeah, I definitely want to keep it out of his hands.
And and I'll tell you, you see teams that try to do things like that don't do it very well. That's a 31-yard punt, and they're actually doing a very good job of not allowing Hogan to get a good return yet in this game. And I think that's one of the reasons that North Stanley has not had as great a field position, specifically in this half, as they had in the first quarter. They had much better field position than they've had so far in this half. Barber straight up the middle.
Yeah, got a few yards on that.
Nice tackle that time by, I believe it was number 60, Timmy Freeman. The gain is maybe a yard. It'll bring up 2nd down and 9. North Stanley now has 20 carries for 68 yards. Shaver has 125 yards through the air. Looking for more on this play. Loads up, looking for Hogan. Oh, and almost. That ball was overthrown, and I'll tell you who had the best chance was Tyjae Greer, the sophomore DB for Northmore. That ball hit right at his feet. If that had been a little higher, he'd have had a heck of a shot at an interception.
Oh, yeah, that would have been a pick for him.
So the clock will stop with 27.3 seconds left in the third. Again, we said this. Northmore has had some great defense in this game. They have given up some points at times, but
they've stayed in it all the way.
They have kept it within 2 possessions for 3 quarters. Quick pass to the near sideline is complete. That's Nate Little on the catch, but he's going to get just about 6 yards, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
Definitely a punting situation.
They'll mark the ball at the 24.
Brings up 4th and about 3.
And it's 4th and 3, and North Stanley,
are they going to go?
They're not going to run another play. It's the end of the third quarter. We played 3 chilly quarters here at RN Jeffrey Stadium, and North Stanley is in command, 22-7 over Northmore. We'll take a break and be back with the 4th quarter. This is Stanley County Monday Night Football. We're back on Stanley County Monday Night Football. Charles Curcio, Stanley News and Press, Brian Carter, Carter Video Services. North Stanley going to punt the football here on 4th down. Lucas high end-over-end punt. And it's going to roll dead at about the 43-yard line of Northmore. .11 minutes, 50 seconds left.
in this contest.
In regulation, let's just put it that way. Still a 2-possession game. The Mustangs will have the ball in decent field position at the 43.
Yeah, they bunch up at the line again.
The double wing set.
And that's going nowhere.
And it might have been a fumble. Did North Stanley get it back? They did not.
I don't know. We have a North Stanley player, number 7 is very slow to get up, but I think he's going to stay in the game.
A loss of about a yard to bring up second down and 11.
It was like Nate Carpenter might have wrenched his neck a little bit. But he's staying in the game. Go.
Another tackle for a loss in the backfield by Malik Bryant, number 57.
Yeah, real heads-up play.
And this is what happens. You're going to start seeing the net yardage for the Mustangs go down. A loss of 3 that time will bring up third down and 14. They've just been sort of progressively kind of going the wrong direction. They had a couple of first downs, but they've just not been able to break a long one. And now down 2 scores, they may have to start taking some chances too, because the clock is not on their side, really. Little pressure from the backside. Oh, what a shot.
What a shot.
That was number 80, J.P. Porter.
Wow.
Just crushed Morgan from the blind side.
What a freight train that was.
He was untouched and just at full speed. A loss back to the
unabated
32.
Quarterback.
Unabated is the absolute right word.
I like to throw those words.
Cooper Hogan was now standing. It's very funny. Hogan was standing on the sideline. Now he comes back to the other sideline. He's just sort of running back and forth, waiting for the punt, trying to confuse. But this time the punt goes right at him. He's going to pick it up at the 37, but he is not going to be going anywhere as Northmore covers the punt well. I think Hogan just absolutely just wants to get a return on a punt in the worst way, and he's just not going to get one tonight. It doesn't seem.
No, they're trying to keep it away from him.
So with 9 minutes, 47 seconds left, North Stanley just comfortably ahead, 22-7. Really controlling this game and controlling the tempo. Cam Smith will get the carry this time. And there's a penalty marker down right in the area that might be holding. And it is holding against North Stanley.
Holding against the Comets.
We had a lot of penalties in this game, and as soon as I put this penalty in, we'll take a quick look and see how many we've had. They'll mark the ball back to the 27. So it'll make it first down and 20. Shaver wants to throw, looking for Hogan. Hogan is open momentarily, now looking for a little deeper, just lets it go, and it's almost caught. He had a great chance at it. Junior Hill did.
Yeah.
Right step for step with him was Tyjae Greer, and I don't think he expected the ball to come to him. Do you?
Downfield, he had one-man coverage.
Well, when you have man-on-man coverage, that's when the time you want to take a shot. And there's another penalty marker down, and this one is against Northmore. I didn't see what the call was. Pass interference. Oh, a pass interference against Northmore.
Wow.
Now I'm just going to say that it couldn't have been on that. It couldn't have been on the play down here. There must have been contact elsewhere. And the pass interference will move the ball to the 42-yard line, and it'll bring up first and about 6. Shaver looking to throw again, and this time he's going to go down at the 35 in a sack. Number 60 with the sack, Timmy Freeman.
Shaver keeps it for a loss.
So they'll mark the ball at the 35. It's a loss of 7. We'll bring up second down and 12. Clock running now, 9 minutes left in the ball game. I have to give a lot of props to North Stanley's defense. They've done a very good job of keeping Northmore contained except for one drive. Hogan now on the jet sweep, tries a little spin-a-rama. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plethora of Mustangs trying to stop him.
Gets pushed ahead by a couple more yards by number 61.
You just have to love Cooper's efforts. You know, he's a spark plug, as we like to call it. You know, he's the Energizer Bunny out there, and you could just see the effort there, trying to make what was really nothing. He really had no room to run, but he made about 4 guys miss and made 6 guys have to all, collect themselves at the ball to make the tackle.
Might have to come up with a new name for him, Sparky Hudson.
Maybe. He's lined up in the slot in the near side. Now Hogan will come in motion. Low snap. Hogan gets again. No, he fakes the reverse. He will keep it, but Northmore was not fooled.
No.
All the way down the line. I think 30 Trace Wilson was there as well.
Also a couple on the play.
Just, nowhere to go. And they will mark it back at the original line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And it'll be 4th and 7, and North Stanley will have to punt again. So it's been a defensive second half.
Oh, no doubt.
And North Stanley's going to try to run as much clock run as many seconds off the clock as they can. My brain is starting to freeze. That's why the
brain freeze.
Yeah, the articulation is not what it used to be in my head. And Dorsett will take this at the 25, 35, and he's going to run into a blue wall at around the 36-yard line. So a good return.
Cam Smith on the tackle for the Comets.
And with 6 minutes and 57 seconds left, the ball changes hands, and Northmore needs 2 scores, and they need points in a hurry.
Yeah, definitely can't play conservative here.
So whatever plays that they have in terms of passing or being aggressive have to happen. And now, another chance. This one is incomplete. Once again, J.P. Porter absolutely untouched. He was just in there before Morgan could even hardly throw the football. Second and 10 now. Clock is stopped with 6 minutes, 52 seconds left in regulation. 2 wide receivers again to the far side of the field. The snaps have been high. Oh, this one is fumbled, and I think Porter may have it. Let's see who came up with it at the last second.
They're indicating North Stanley.
Well, North Stanley's indicating North Stanley. Let's wait for an official. No, the quarterback got it back.
Northmore recovers the fumble. Loss on the play brings up 3rd and 15.
It's a loss of 5 on the play. It'll bring up 3rd and 15 with 6.5 minutes to play. We will be back here next Friday, as we said, to see North Stanley and South Stanley. That's, of course, all things being equal, that's what's scheduled, What happens is a matter of possible conjecture for, another fumble. And there are comments just flying around. And we have penalty markers on the play late as well. Another fumble recovered by Northmore, but let's see what the penalty marker is about. And I think it's against North Stanley. It is against North. A 5-yard penalty. Oh, for an incidental face mask. So it'll make it 3rd down and about 15 or so. The give is to Loza up the middle, I believe.
And they're not trying to take too many shots down the field.
Only a gain of, well, I don't even know that he actually gained yardage or actually maybe a gain of a yard. That'll bring up 4th down and 14. Northmore is going to go for it. Two wide receivers to the near side of the field. Oh, might have drawn North Stanley off sides. They did.
It's number 80.
It's Porter.
Offsides against the Comets.
Well, the only problem with that, Brian, and I mean, you know, it's a well done play and it gets 5 yards, but it's now it's still 4th down and about 9. And I believe we have a timeout. Mustangs will call their second timeout of the half. We'll be back on Stanley County Monday Night Football. Back on Stanley County Monday Night Football. Charles Curcio, Stanley News and Press. Brian Carter, Carter Video Services. 4th and 9 for the Mustangs. Another high snap. Gets rid of the football, and it's picked off. Down the sidelines. And it's number 42, Clay Hatley. Nice job by Clay Hatley. I think he picked it up around, we're going to say the 45-yard line of Northmore, and he gets it down to the 15-yard line. And with 4 minutes and 52 seconds left.
And the fans are loving it.
That might just about do it.
That'll set up a Comet 1st and 10.
If North Stanley can put points on the board here, even a field goal from Barfield, that would make it
deal.
Yeah, that would make it 15 points. That would make it 18 points. That'd make it 3 possessions. And that would just all but do it. Barber straight up the middle, untouched until he gets in the end zone. Touchdown, North Stanley Comets.
Wow.
Number 28, Christian Barber.
A lot of celebration down there.
A 6-second scoring drive. And Barfield will come on for the point after with it 28-7 now. So North Stanley, with this win, would improve to 5-0 on the season, 4-0 in the Yadkin Valley Conference.
Very impressive.
Impressive. It's at least a share, if not the conference championship, depending upon with how South Stanley, because South Stanley didn't get to play a conference game, so it brings up an interesting scenario for me, I would think, about how the conference will be decided. The extra point is good. 29-7 is the score. 4:46 left in the fourth. Back here on Stanley County Monday Night Football. Charles Curcio, Stanley News and Press. Brian Carter, Carter Video Services. Full coverage of tonight's game will be online at thesnaponline.com. It will be available in a future print edition, along with everything else I can think of to try to write up both news and sports at this point. Dorset, nice tackle by Cam Smith. Lost his helmet in the process, but nice open field tackle. Cam Smith, a sophomore, 6 foot, 160 pounds.
Wow, that's almost like a dance.
Kid's got a future. He's a player. He can play.
Number 24, Cam Smith on the return. Flag on the play.
And there's
another penalty marker on the play, and this one may be against North. I'm not sure.
Major discussion down there.
My phone says it's 42 degrees.
42?
My face says otherwise.
Otherwise, 10 degrees.
The wind chill, I would say the wind chill is at least 10 degrees less. But
I would say so. It feels like
it's
about
just
32.
It's one of those. I think one of the coldest baseball games I ever did PA for was at Pfeiffer at Joe Farabee Field with the wind blowing from the lake right into the press box. It sort of came across the lake in a way and swirled into the press box.
That had to be brutal.
On Groundhog Day,
Uh-huh.
and it was 32 degrees. Now, you want to talk about cold. Now, the coldest game we've ever done is when you, me, and Big Play Ray.
Big Play Ray.
I had to throw that out there for Big Play Ray. We're in Elkin when it was 15 degrees.
And I was
15 degrees that night.
Remember, I was running around in a tank top.
Yes, because and the reason why we don't know. Nobody knows. We have a long. This is a long discussion here. Yeah, I wonder what this discussion is about. I'm
just taking forever.
Be curious to know. Again, we'll be back here this coming Friday, all things being equal, with North Stanley and South Stanley. Another good county rivalry.
Yes.
We really haven't had too many county games this year because of the limited schedule. One of the reasons that, honestly, I have decided I don't think we're going to award a Stanley Cup this year just out of fairness.
I was going to ask you about that.
Listen, I have tried every which way to try to figure it out. Okay, personal foul, a blow to the head against Northmore, and an ejection.
Ooh.
An ejection on the game.
Illegal contact.
Wow.
And a unsportsmanlike conduct against both. So offsetting unsportsmanlike conducts, but a personal foul blow to the head.
Well, I know the coaches are upset over that.
It is, and it's a 15-yard penalty on Northmore. And now the referee is going over to the Northmore head coach to try to, I think, explain the call. It'll be first down and 10 once we get underway here.
4:38 left to go in this contest.
So the offsetting penalties really amount to nothing, and I believe all of this happened, well, at least the unsportsmanlikes were dead ball fouls after the play. Nice toss that time by the umpire back there to the referee. I'm always impressed when referees are able to really throw those flags like 15, 20 yards down the field. You see some of them, they just rear back like they're throwing a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. That flag just goes right through there. So first and 10 at the 19-yard line for the Mustangs. 4:38 to play. North Stanley comfortably ahead of Northmore, 29-7. Toss sweep. This time to number 22, Javori Wall. And there's a player down for North Stanley, and I think it's Jay Jackson, number 51.
Yeah, you are correct.
Gain of 4 on the play, but he is in significant pain.
He gets up on his own power.
Jackson is a freshman. He's 5'10", 220 pounds.
Wow.
That's a big freshman.
He's still growing.
Yeah, and yep. I was thinking the same thing as well. Probably, you see it so many times. You see freshmen, will always grow a little, be a little taller, get a little bigger. When they go from playing and we've seen so many kids over our 19 years.
Youth league,
yeah,
all the way. I remember seeing Antonio Williams when he was in the youth.
Oh yes, a Buffalo Bill now.
Gosh, unbelievable.
Toss sweep again this time, and a nice tackle that time.
Not trying to get the ball away.
They really are going after the football.
Tackles made by number 61, Gavin Clark.
They'll give Clark the credit for the tackle. The gain is, there's no gain on the play. Maybe a yard. We'll give him a yard. Bring up third down.
Brings up third down.
With under 4 minutes to play now. So it'll be interesting. I'm not honestly 100% sure what is going to happen in terms of playoffs. I think North Stanley winning at least a share and possibly, going undefeated if they win, if they were to beat South Stanley next week, would definitely be in line, I would think, for a home playoff game.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
A little problem with the exchange that time is the quarterback gave the ball to Wall, and Wall I think he just lost his footing right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll bring up fourth down. So North Stanley, like we said, stays undefeated, goes to 5-0 overall, 4-0 in the Yadkin Valley. It's hard to compare this season to other seasons because of it being so much shorter, Brian, but still, I would say that this is another one of North Stanley's best seasons that we've seen them play. And I would say the same for West Stanley as the season they're having as well. And now before we have another penalty marker down. I think this is timeout taken by Northmore. We'll be back on Stanley County Monday Night Football. Back on Stanley County Monday Night Football. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left. Fourth down and 6 for the Mustangs. And quarterback is going in the wrong direction, and he's going to get tripped up. The sack is number 6, Gavin Covington.
Yeah.
And a big loss back to the 11-yard line, a loss of 13 on the play. And with 2 minutes and 19 seconds left, Comets can just about run out the clock.
Turn the ball over on downs. Be first and 10, North Stanley.
Number 24, the sophomore Cam Smith, is in the backfield for North Stanley. From the 11. Makes a nice move, and right through the middle, untouched for the touchdown.
Wow.
Now the cheerleaders were just chanting, "We want a touchdown, Comets," and they got one in 7 seconds, with 2 minutes and 12 seconds left.
The cheerleaders doing a great job down there. They're all bundled up.
Bless their hearts. They've got to be freezing. We're all freezing. Everybody's freezing in this game for sure. 35-7 pending the point after. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. 2:12 left in the fourth quarter. 36-7. North Stanley in command.
2 minutes, 12 seconds left.
Back on Stanley County Monday Night Football. Charles Curcio, Stanley News and Press. Brian Carter, Carter Video Services. Brian, this makes North Stanley with this win tonight 9-2 lifetime against Northmore, and that's 9 wins in a row.
Wow.
From 2013 to tonight, 9 straight victories. Kickoff taken at about the 17 this time. And Wall trying to find some room.
Got some blockers.
And he's still on his feet. Gets away at the 40 and down on the 45. Ooh. Nice play that time by the 5'10 junior.
Yeah, tackle by number 24.
And Cam Smith has been everywhere in this game as well. I'd say Cam and Malik Bryant definitely player of the night, player of the game,
I would say so.
Eligible, if not eligible, deserving. Both have played very well in this game. Wow, that is just bitterly cold. Wall gets stopped this time by number 61, Gavin Clark, the freshman.
Yeah, Wall gets collision with a wall of Comets here.
No gain on the play.
No gain on the play. Brings up second.
Again, we're not going to be doing our normal post-game shows because of the COVID-19 restrictions, but we will be back here next week to see North Stanley take on South Stanley. So North Stanley will finish with 93 yards on the ground on 25 carries with 4 rushing touchdowns. Barber, Dykes, Smith, and Shaver all have touchdowns. Shaver finishes 9 of 17 through the air from 132 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. Straight up the middle is number 28.
Not much
so
there.
We don't have his name.
Getting down to under a minute now.
Gain of
on the play brings up 3rd and 9.
So one more play in this game will be over. North Stanley dominant in this game. It did not score in the third quarter, but 2 touchdowns here in the fourth quarter have made this a comfortable win for the Comets. Straight ahead for a couple more, and that should be the final play of this game.
That should do it there.
So that's going to do it, folks, here for our broadcast tonight. From RN Jeffrey Stadium here on the North Stanley campus, the Comets improved to 5-0 on the season, 4-0 in the Yadkin Valley Conference, and earn at the very minimum a share of the Yadkin Valley Conference Championship. And both teams are greeting each other across the sidelines as they do. We will see you next week back here at RN Jeffrey Stadium. He's Brian Carter, I'm Charles Curcio, and this is Stanley County Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
Football is a 20th century technological struggle.
And what I seen was this whole raft of people a-setting on these 2 banks and looking at one another across this pretty little green cow pasture.
Football has hitting, clipping, spearing, blocking, punting,